Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Hedgie Live. Today we're going to go over what to consider before you buy a hedgehog. Now I get it, hedgehogs are super cute and it's easy to fall into a rash decision of going ahead and buying a hedgehog. But there are several really important things you want to consider before you go ahead and make that decision. And that's what we're going to go over today in this episode. The first thing you want to consider is, are hedgehogs legal in your state? Now, believe it or not, hedgehogs aren't legal in every state, and there's no clear reason why. But it's important that you research that because one, you want to make sure there's going to be an exotic vet in your area that's willing to take one in, and two, you want to make sure that you're not breaking any major regulations. Another thing to consider is your housing situation. The next thing to consider is your housing situation. Now, hedgehogs are a small animal, but whether you're renting, owning, or in an apartment, you want to make sure that one, you can have your hedgehog there, and two, that you have enough space to accommodate the cage. Another important thing is, do you have the time for a hedgehog? Now, hedgehogs don't require a whole lot of time, and they are nocturnal animals, so if you have a busy schedule during the day, it will work out. But you want to make sure you can at least allocate 30 minutes a day to socialize, clean the hedgehog's cage, and check it out to make sure there's no obvious health issues. Next thing to consider is, are you looking for an affectionate pet? Because although hedgehogs can be cute and they walk around and everything, they're not like a cat or dog. They're not truly that affectionate. So if you're looking for something that's gonna cuddle with you every night and walk up to you, hedgehogs are probably not the pet to go with. Another important thing is, can you afford a hedgehog? Now, they don't require hundreds of dollars a month, but you do need to get certain things like cat litter or the type of bedding that you're using, food, and make sure that you have plenty of toys for the hedgehog to play with. It may not seem like a lot, but these things can add up, and they are consistent purchases, so make sure that you have the funds to be able to sustain that. Another important thing is, do you have access to a small exotic animal vet? Hedgehogs don't have a ton of health issues, but you do want to make sure you have a vet that's qualified to handle these small animals in case you run into an issue. The next thing to consider is, can you provide a safe environment for the hedgehog? Now, there's a few things to consider here. Hedgehogs don't do well in cold climates, so if you live in Alaska, I probably wouldn't recommend a hedgehog. Although you could get heating pads, it's just not really realistic. Hedgehogs also don't do well with rowdy or noisy environments, so you have lots of dogs or kids that are running around, is probably also not the best place for a hedgehog as well. That about sums up everything to consider before you buy a hedgehog. There are several pros and cons to also know about, and I'm going to link a post about that in the description. So be sure to check it out. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments. And until then, we'll see you in the next video.